Duncan Ramon Echevarria, coming live to you right now from Doña Noli Cigars in Statesville, North Carolina. And today we're doing something a little bit different. Some weeks ago, we said we had stopped using the second camera because, again, we were having some technical difficulties and problems. Currently, right now, we are now on two cameras, and we're doing a live streaming also on YouTube in the Doña Noli Cigars page. So good morning to everybody. Seamus, Carrie, everybody that's jumping on board. Dulce, un gran placer para todo el mundo. Real quick, again, this is Duncan. We are experimenting today with not one, but two cameras. One is going straight to a YouTube live channel, which we have, and that is Doña Noli Cigars, the YouTube live channel. That's happening instantly right now. And also we're doing, of course, the Facebook Live. Let's see how this goes, right? It's a work in progress. It's an experiment. We got a few things we're going to go over today. I'm going to go too heavy into a lot of stuff. We're going to keep it simple. We've had some fun things going on. Also, I found some really interesting stuff. I'm gonna get back to these in a second. I was actually doing some cleaning and I came across these two great Cigar Aficionado magazines. I'll bring them up and we'll definitely do that. Look at that, I'm live and my good friend Seamus Ali is bound for Raleigh. Hey, be safe, kid, and all the best to you. Hopefully you're smoking something good from this shop, and if not, I know there's some great places up in the Raleigh area. So this is called the Morning Maduro. I'm excited about it. It's hopefully the camera angle, let me see here, for the YouTube one, it's a little bit better. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. I like it better like that. I'm trying to work on different camera angles, so please bear with me today. It's going to be a work in progress. I hear that YouTube is the big thing. So and as my good friend Bob, the cigar guy, said always, if you like it and you want to be a part of it, find Doña Noli Cigars in YouTube. Again, it's the Americanized version, D-O-N-A, Dona Noli Cigars. For us Cubans, Doña Noli Cigars. I'm about to reach in here. I got to get my cigar of the day, which this is the Morning Maduro, right? I got to get me a good cigar going. Let's see in my little box of good stuff in here. Let me see what I got. Oh yeah. This is this is gonna be a fun one right here. So I just pulled out a Balmoral Añejo XO Oscuro. Super excited about that. Let me go ahead and just one more time right there. Balmoral Añejo XO Oscuro. Mike Pelodia, all the best to you, my man. God bless you always. You were a topic of conversation this Saturday here at the shop about great guys who have put not just their financials, but also their heart, their soul, their mind into making great cigars. So this was actually given to me by a great friend, Zeb Kamineski, who is now with Royal Agio. Again, I'm excited because this is an Oscuro. So people would say, well, it's not the mid-morning Oscuro, it's the mid-morning Maduro. So there is a bit of a difference. For those who know, great. For those who don't know, I'm going to keep it a little bit on the smaller explanation side. So when we think about Maduro, in Spanish, the word Maduro basically means ripe, to let it go through the process of aging and ripening correctly. So that's just something that's not quite the case here. This is an oscuro. So oscuro basically means to darken or a little bit on the darker side. And that process involves kind of like the higher leaves on the plants. So the medio tiempo, some of the ligeros, the higher leaves, they've been there for a little bit of time and getting some of that richer sun. So the leaves are going to be a little bit on the thicker side, thicker veins. So it's going to be a little bit stronger, or it's going to take a little bit longer, not stronger, longer to age this cigar. Correction, it's going to take less time to age the cigar because some of that has already started to happen on the actual plant. So it's been left longer, medio tiempo, meaning left a little bit longer, or an extra 50% of the time longer. Christine Jenny Moss, all the best to you. If you guys are not following Christine as a friend on Facebook, I strongly urge you to. She puts some amazingly beautiful God messages. I mean, that's exactly what they are. So thank you, Christine. So back to this again, real quick. I said it incorrectly. It doesn't take longer. It actually is a shorter time frame when you smoke an oscuro because there's been less time for the aging process. Some of that already started on the actual plant itself. Sorry about that. I had actually to get me the cutting utensils, which of course it's the the cutter. Thanks to my good friend Bob the Cigar Guy, who put me onto this some years ago. I've never looked back. So this is an oscuro. Tons of rich flavor. Fantastic cigar. It is an XO. So XO. Some of us who have been in the liquor industry as well. I've dabbled, although I'm not an expert. XO means extra old or extra aging. So I'm excited that this may have a little bit of that extra aged tobacco in it. Just the initial little taste on the cap, and I do that for a couple of different reasons. One, it gives me a little bit of a preamble, a little simple taste on that cool tobacco cap. And I like that. It's just it's fantastic. It has almost like a very simple chocolatiness to it, if you will. So the second main reason I do that is because it softens the cap a little bit. So if you are dubious as to like how best to cut a cap without damaging it, it's just a little tip. Play around with it a little bit. Wet the cap a little bit, and then when you do your cut, any cut, whether it's a V cut or deep V cut, in this case, straight cut, punch, it is absolutely a fantastic little cut. So as you can see for both of the cameras, I think about took maybe 5 cents off of that cigar, 5 cents, 15 cents. So then we're going to do our pre-light draw. First of all, perfect airflow, absolutely a perfect airflow. Easy. Nothing obstructing it, but yet the cigar is nice and firm and well crafted all the way straight up. So it's one of the things that I also do when I'm working with cigars, when I'm working with the construction of a cigar, and I'm trying to see if I've accomplished it, or a good friend, in this case I'm going to get that one too, that's Mr. Damon Goldie has achieved it, or if a cigar is properly balanced, then I kind of do a little up and down feel on it. Hector, it's a great pleasure to have you on board. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This is the Mid-Morning Maduro happening live right now on two channels, the Facebook channel and also the YouTube channel. So, again, we're trying to work on something different here. We're trying to build on that. As I've been told, you got to tell everybody to go to YouTube, like the page, and support the page and apply to it. Trying to work out what the terminology is. But let's light this guy up and see what it says. Again, that initial first cold draw, clean, nice and almost like light cedar. Very clean cigar taste right there. Very nice and very enjoyable. So I mentioned that I had somebody come in here, Mr. Damon Goldie Robinson. Good man. Damon was in here this Saturday. We had a fantastic conversation. Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much, Christine. That's use it only if it's your tools. As Christine said, if you want to do that, just make sure that you got your own tools. Don't do that and then use somebody else's cutting tool, because God forbid, we don't want to get sick, right? We don't want anybody else's germs on your cigar. That's we don't want that, Yeah, and again, I agree wholeheartedly with that. I do that because I know, for example, I have shop tools and I have my own personal ones. So, and you bring up a supremely valid point. By the way, I just been handed a cafecito by the best Cuban coffee maker, I think in North Carolina. That's my dear old mom, Doña Noli herself. So Damon was here. We had a great time. If you guys don't know what he's doing, Damon is making his own cigars. It's started out as a hobby, he says. this is a hobby, man. Let me tell you, 2 months into it, our good friend Damon is doing really, really well. And I'm excited to see what is going to happen. I think that he's onto something. He's The book that he showed me is right out of, and I'm going to be brutally honest, it is right out of a master blender's logbook, is somewhere, in one of the great factories. Absolutely a fantastic book just to go through and see the amount of dedication and time that he's put into research. Hmm. Wow. Voluminous smoke. Really, really well done. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly, Seamus. My mom's coffee can get you going for a while. I mean, if you're a fan of good giving coffee, you're not going to go wrong with it. I think it's fantastic. But if you're not accustomed to it, it can wake you up. So, Balmoral, Oscuro, Añejo, Extra Old, whatever other names it goes by. Let's go ahead and say this correctly. Okay, Añejo, Extra Old, and it's an Oscuro. Translates into real tasty. So you're not gonna go wrong with this cigar at all. On the onset, just a dash of spice. Mm. The aroma is like a fresh, clean spiff of cedar that's been lit up. So I like that. Um, the taste, because of the coffee, I think it's a little bit on the mellower side. It's almost like a very sweet tart, if you will. I don't even know if that can translate really, really well. Oh, look at that. I guess I'm not a professional as much as I thought. I'm almost choking on the excitement. But I was leaning forward at the same time when I have Orlando. Un gran placer tenerte aquí. You know what, guys? I haven't done this, and I apologize real quick. Bear with me for a moment. I have to do this for all of our Spanish listeners. We have great friends and family in Honduras, Nicaragua, the DR. So yeah, no, absolutely not. I'll tell you, if we could patent my mom's coffee and sell it, I think that could make us wealthy alone. But real quick, in Spanish, perdonen, esta mañana no me saludé con ustedes, no les di a ustedes el buenos días. Pues déjenme hacerlo. Buenos días, este es Duncan Echevarría. Aquí estamos en el Maduro de la media mañana en la tienda Doña Noli Puros, la gran ciudad de Statesville, en el estado de Carolina del Norte, los Estados Unidos. Bienvenido, espero que le estén pasando muy lindo, que Dios me lo bendiga. Pasamos ahora la Pascua, la resurrección. Dios está con nosotros de nuevo, el corazón se eleva. Amén, aleluya. And again, just very briefly, I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter. Honestly, remember, he is now risen. There is light in the world again, and he is within us. So hallelujah and amen to that. So we can continue with our great cigars now that I got the Spanish out, right? So really, really good stick, enjoyable. Back to my friend Damon. What a great visit. I've seen this guy, been following him now for a year solid, to see what he's been up to see sort of like what is it that Damon is diving into. And I'm the type of guy that says, if I made a mistake, man, I have no problem saying, I'm sorry. And I shook his hand and I said, I have my doubts about you, young man. I have my doubts about you, Damon, but you, sir, are an awesome individual. You've proven me wrong. I love you as a brother of the leaf. This is your house. I will work with you and collaborate with you in anything you need, sir. I'm at your service. So pursue what you're doing, continue working on it, build it, and it's going to be a fantastic endeavor. JC, hello there. Good morning, Danny Vieira. Un gran placer. It's always good to see everybody that jumps through, even if it's just for a few minutes. We're doing this on 2 cameras today. 2 cameras. The great thing is that we have them literally right there in front of me. So I got the big screen here, and I got the little screen here. So Carrie gave me a great idea to start using a bigger screen as well, so that in case I need to see people what they're posting, it'll help me. I mean, old age and glasses does not help too much. But JC, hey man, it's going well. Thank you very much. Blessings to you. I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter. Thank you for jumping in. So we're kind of doing this right now. Two cameras. We want to see how the archival material that we're going to be building for uh, Lord heck mercy, I just for YouTube. We're experimenting with YouTube as well. Drita Hyde, I'm telling you now, the beauty factor has just gone up exponentially. Good morning, all the best to you. For those who don't know who Drita Hyde is, come on now. She is, I think, one of the most beautiful women in the industry. 2 calendars in, such great collaborations with amazing brands. She supports the local cigar scene heavily. Fantastic, fantastic woman. And again, a sister of the leaf. You can't go wrong with that. Mm. Danny, efectivamente, happy Easter. All the best to you, and all the best to everybody that had a wonderful Easter weekend with family and bringing in the good Lord into your heart. That's paramount. Remember, family and the good Lord, or vice versa. So this morning for the mid-morning Maduro, I'm enjoying a Balmoral Añejo Exo Oscuro. Tons of great flavor. I was telling everybody the differences between a Maduro and an Oscuro are, similar, but the Oscuro doesn't have as much aging due to the fact that part of it already started on the actual plant. It's the top leaves that are left a little bit longer on the plant, so they're going to get a little bit of almost like a jump start on the aging process, and then they go through a little bit less maturation or aging. But I'm going to keep it on the simple side of that. There's a broader explanation. And as Carrie one time said to me, Duncan, you forget more about the cigar culture and tobacco than most people learn in it. Well, I don't want to know in a lifetime or not, but I enjoy this cigar. It is a great Oscuro. This is, as you can tell, it's not like a black cigar. Oscuro, sometimes people think it's a very, very dark cigar. Not necessarily. It can be mistaken for Maduro, but it is not the leaves for the Maduro that we would expect in this cigar. Very, very tasty. So this morning, as a matter of fact, no, it was last night. I was cleaning through some of my books, and I'm a big reader. I have tons of books. I have magazines, and I came across two really, really cool, well, one magazine brand, but two really cool magazines. So the first one is from October 1997. Look at that. Kramer, remember him? Man, Michael Richards, the actor who played Kramer. So this is a 97 issue. Look at how thick that thing is. I mean, remember back in the days, man? I think that this is just something that's vintage. This is great. All right, Carrie, take it easy, my brother. Have a good one. Caitlin, I don't know if you're still there. I just want to say hello. All the best to you and Miss Kara. McKee, thank you for jumping on board. So I found this one, and I love the fact that I found this. I'm gonna get some framing done for this one, and wait for it. This is about to get really, really good. April 1998. There he is right there, the Italian Stallion Sly Stallone. How about that? I mean, again, look at the size of these magazines, man. Back in the days, they did them the right way. Hey, I'm going to put this out to you guys. Were these the days of the real cigar interviews, the real reviews, the real value of information when these magazines were like these were hefty, man. These were like sort of the Bibles for us who were starting, who were learning. And these happened in the big heydays of the cigar subculture, when it exploded, the boom time of the cigar subculture. So I got these two great vintage cigar aficionado magazines. I'm going to be doing something special down the line with these two. I'm going to frame them. They are going to basically be part of a fantastic contest giveaway. So we're going to be talking a little bit further about that next week. We're going to bring that back up again. I'm going to show them, hopefully from now till then, I'm going to get the nice frames done. And they're going to be part of a contest. They're going to be part of a contest. We're going to go ahead and see the participants. There's going to be some questions. There's going to be some, some fun trivia. And there's going to be two winners. Each one is going to receive one of these great magazines framed for their man cave, for their shop, for themselves, So keep that in mind. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Mm. Hector, you have a great day too, my man. Paul, it's a great pleasure to have you watching. Um, Man, what a great cigar this is. I'm excited. So listen, just very quickly before I start sort of wrapping it all up, we're going to be doing a great event next month. So we are April, man. This is the spring, even though it doesn't feel it sometimes. But come May 17th, here's the insider tip. Espinosa Cigars, we're going to be doing a great event at Doña Noli Cigars. So that's my good buddy David Palm. He's coming in here. We're going to just throw the house out the door. We're going to do some food, some drinks. I may leave the contest to tie it into the cigar event. So it could be part of a huge raffle. It could be part of something that's online. So just keep that in mind. But I'm going to give you guys some more details next Monday. So when you tune in next Monday, I just want you to know that we're going to have a little bit more information. One, towards the winning, how to win the two vintage. One, it's going to be one per person, but it's going to be two vintage Cigar Aficionado magazines. One is with, of course, Sly Stallone, original issue, April 1998, which is awesome. And then the other one is the October issue, Michael Richards, Kramer. So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. I think it's gonna be exciting. Mercedes, un placer que estás mirando, de verdad, sinceramente. Hold on, there we go. We have our friendly neighborhood mail lady just about to drop in.
It's Monday.
It's Monday. We're doing a little live thing. So, no, you're perfectly fine. Listen, this is a real working shop. We have great people like our gorgeous mail lady dropping off mail, or I don't know, I don't want to say bills. I hope it's not bills. You got any big checks for us?
You don't have anything.
I don't have anything. That may not be a bad thing. It's good to not have anything, right?
Yeah.
All right, look at that. So
Have a great day.
you have an awesome day. God bless.
Bye.
Amazing people. I mean, like I said, this is a real shop. Well, yeah, they look at that. It used to absolutely. JC, I was a big diehard fan of the big Cigar Aficionado magazines. I remember them. What was it? Maybe 10, almost 20 years ago. I always felt that they were the Bible for us cigar newbies at the time. I was a huge cigar newbie, even though I enjoyed them. So there was a lot that was going on. Adam Brown, man, what's going on? All the best to you. I'm telling you, if you guys want some tips on how to look dapper, that's the man right there. The other thing is, real quick, I am now traveling around town everywhere with, of course, my Bryson James original. And this is Michael Noel Leatherworks. Fantastic. If you're a cigar guy, definitely get your hands on one of these. A cigar girl, get your hands on one of these. These are just awesome. I got my cutter, my lighter. I got room for 3 good cigars in here. So, Bryson James, you do amazing work. I'm going to be reaching out to Mr. James so that we can do a show directly from his Leatherworks studio. So, you're absolutely correct. I remember the martial arts magazines back in the days, man. We loved them so much because they have so much information, and there was just so much advertising and so many cool things you could see in there. Those who may not know, this kind of old, hairy Cuban guy, back in the days, I was in martial arts. Not going to say what, not going to say what belt. I'm going to just say it was a fun time in my life. I was a kid. I enjoyed it. I was in it into my young adulthood. So it was, but you're right. You're absolutely correct. Martial arts magazines, they had a ton of great information, and we loved them. I thought it was really, really cool. Wow, what a great little cigar. This is the Balmoral Añejo Exo Oscuro. Superb. Listen, I'm looking at the time here. I don't do a long one. It's 11 to 11:30. What I'm going to say basically is this. Thank you, everybody. Let's begin with that. Thank you for tuning in. We got not one, but 2 cameras this time. We got 2 cameras. There's going to be more information considering the whole YouTube thing that we're trying to experiment with and see how that goes. So I know that there's a way that we invite people to sign up or log in or something. So I'll get that out there. I'll make sure that I correctly say it so I don't look like a fool more than I normally do. But I hope everybody had a blessed Easter week. I hope everybody understood now that even though he went into the tomb, he is now risen. He is within all of us. He gives us light. He gives us everything we need. I want to say a special thanks to Christine Janine Moss. Christine, your messages have been touching me in a way that I couldn't honestly explain to anybody. But God bless you, Janine, and Christine, and keep doing that. I love you guys. This is Duncan Ramon Echeverria coming live today from Doña Noli Cigars, and I wish you all a very blessed and wonderful week ahead. We'll see each other again next Monday in the mid morning Maduro. Hopefully, I'll work this stuff out a lot better. But in the meantime, have an awesome day. Smoke well. I know I do. Take care.
Se veía bien por allá.
Sí.